Justin and Hailey are on the verge of divorce, and their marriage was never about love.
That Hollywood love story we all thought was too glam to fail crashed, burned, and honey, the tea is spilling straight from Kendall Jenner's flawless lips. Yes, that Kendall. Hailey's ride or die, the ultimate bestie, the girl who's been there since day one. For months now, we've all been watching the slow unraveling, the shady Instagram stories, the awkward pap walks where they're walking like strangers, and don't even get me started on the back-to-back solo appearances that screamed, look, everything's totally normal, while their eyes screamed, send help! Let's be honest, this breakup's been cooking for a hot minute. Behind those glossy couple selfies and cringe PDA, it's been smoke, fire, and some serious damage control. Every carefully curated PR stunt was just a cover-up. Behind the scenes, cold shoulders, separate bedrooms, and total chaos. And now, the truth's out, and it's coming from the inside. Because Kendall, baby, she done playing quiet. She finally broke her silence, and what she said, it shook the room. And not just any room. We're talking a high society, designer-dripping, champagne-pouring, Hollywood elite kind of room. Here's how it went down. Last week, at one of those exclusive Beverly Hills house parties, Kendall, who usually plays her cards very close to the chest, let it slip. A few too many sips of rosé and boom, the filter dropped. She started talking, and folks around her listened. Because girl didn't just hint, she spilled. Loud enough that a few guests heard word for word. No recordings, unfortunately, but the gossip trail, it's blazing. She allegedly said what we've all been thinking, but no one's dared say out loud. Hailey and Justin, they're not together anymore, and they haven't been for a while. That power couple energy? Fake. The coordinated Instagram posts? A facade. Kendall reportedly told her close circle that Hailey's been holding it together for the public, but behind closed doors, it's been over for months. And if you've been paying attention, all the clues line up. Remember when you used to see them holding hands like love-struck teenagers? Now, you're lucky if they're photographed in the same zip code. And don't lie, y'all clocked that weird solo church attendance phase Justin went through, Mr. Bible Study himself showing up without Hailey, and she's casually leaving from the back entrance like she's dodging drama. Baby, it was drama. And that Instagram drama? Whew, let's take a minute to revisit the chaos that erupted back in February 2025. Justin unfollowed. Hailey, yes, you read that right, you unfollowed. And y'all know that wasn't some clumsy finger slip, that was intentional, that was personal. And even though he refollowed within hours, probably with his PR team breathing down his neck, the damage was done. Twitter exploded. TikTok went into overdrive. And the internet? Never. Forget. Now add this to the mix. Hailey's entire vibe lately has screamed single mom on the verge. No husband in sight, all business, all baby. And speaking of baby, remember that March interview? The one where she referred to Justin as my child's father instead of my husband? Ouch. That's not just shade, that's a whole eclipse. But wait, it gets deeper. Enter Stephen Baldwin. Yes, Papa Baldwin himself. Back in January, he posted an emotional prayers up message on Instagram. At first, fans thought it was about world peace or something vague like that. Nope. Insiders say it was a desperate plea over Hailey and Justin's crumbling relationship. The man basically sent an SOS to heaven. When your father-in-law is crying out online, yeah, something's going very wrong. And now there's talk, no, whispers, from Kendall's camp that Justin's been spiraling. He's allegedly dealing with serious mental health issues again, and it's tearing him apart. We all know Justin's been open in the past about his struggles, but lately, it's different. Darker. Scarier. Some sources say he's been obsessing over Selena Gomez's new album, convinced it's all about him. Others claim he's been distant, moody, and erratic. Nothing like the doting husband or the proud dad fans expected. And to top it off, he's reportedly terrified about having to testify in a potential court case tied to, you guessed it, Diddy. Yes, that mess. That whole freak-off party scandal that's dragging half of Hollywood into the courtroom, it's got Justin sweating, not because he's guilty of anything, but because he knows too much. So now Justin's stuck in this swirl of anxiety, paranoia, and public scrutiny, while Hailey's quietly preparing for a whole new chapter, with or without him. Sources say she's had it, like really had it. 6 years of emotional roller coasters, public meltdowns, disappearing acts, and now with a newborn baby in the picture, she's not playing games. Word is, she's reached her final straw. And this time, it's not just an emotional decision. It's a calculated one. Because let's not forget, there's reportedly a $300 million 0-cent empire at stake. That's right. If Hailey walks away now, she doesn't just get her peace of mind, she gets a serious payout. And with baby Jack barely 5 months old, she's thinking about his future too. Raising a child in Hollywood ain't cheap, and Mama Bear mode activated. People close to her are saying she's no longer trying to fix Justin, she's trying to protect her child from him. And as hard as that is to hear, it might just be the most honest she's ever been with herself. And here's where it turns into a real-life cautionary tale. Remember those photos of Justin in Aspen? The ones where he looked like a lost teenager playing in the snow shirtless in the middle of winter? Yeah, that wasn't cute. That wasn't artsy. That was a cry for help. And every fan who saw them felt it in their gut. Something's not right. Then came the New York sightings. Let's be honest. Our boy's not looking his best. Pale, gaunt, hollow-eyed. The fans say it. The media says it. Even people who've always rooted for him are worried. This isn't just a style choice or a mood swing. This is someone unraveling at the seams. And that little stunt where he claimed his account was hacked? Baby, please. We're in 2025. That excuse is older than his Purpose album. No one's buying it. If anything, it made things worse. It gave everyone a reason to start digging, speculating, and sharing receipts. Again. Meanwhile, Hailey has stayed stunningly silent. No dramatic statements, no vague quotes, just quiet strength. She's showing up for events, posting subtle photos, and pouring all her energy into being a mom. It's the kind of quiet that screams, everything's changed. And honestly, can we blame her? 6 years of being the loyal wife, the supportive partner, the woman who stood by him through Lyme disease, public breakdowns, Selena drama, and fan hate. She's done the work. She's been the rock. But now she's got a child to raise, and she's realizing that love alone isn't enough, especially not when that love starts to hurt more than it heals. Insiders say she's already talking to her legal team, quiet meetings, discreet moves. She wants to be smart about this. She wants a clean break, not a messy public war. And if she plays her cards right, she walks away with her dignity, her baby, and a massive chunk of Justin's earnings. It's a high-stakes exit strategy, and it's already in motion. And Kendall, she's not just gossiping. Sources say she's genuinely concerned. She's been by Hailey's side for everything, the highs, the lows, the ugly crying in hotel bathrooms. So when she spoke out, it wasn't about drama. It was about truth, about finally confirming what everyone already felt deep down, that the Bieber fairy tale was already over. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, the Selena effect. Selena Gomez has been out here thriving, releasing music, glowing on red carpets, dating in peace, and Justin can't seem to stop spiraling. There's even whispers that he's been obsessing over her lyrics, trying to decode messages that may not even be there. It's sad, it's messy, it's very 2014, but here's the real heartbreak. There's a baby in the middle of all this. Little Jack, 5 months old, completely innocent, and stuck in a whirlwind of tension, anxiety, and two parents who can barely look each other in the eye anymore. That's what's really pushing Hailey to act. She's not just walking away for herself. She's doing it for him. Because when the man you marry turns into a stranger, and that stranger starts unraveling publicly, leaving digital breadcrumbs of pain, confusion, and fear, your instincts kick in, your priorities shift. And love becomes less about sacrifice and more about survival. That's where Hailey is now, at the edge. And unless something drastic changes fast, she's ready to leap. So if you're still holding on to hope for a happily ever after, it might be time to let it go. Because based on what Kendall's revealing, the Bieber marriage, it's already over in everything but paperwork. And 2025, it might just be the year that Hailey Baldwin Bieber reclaims her name, her peace, and her power. Closing, what do you think? Is Hailey really done this time? Is Justin too far gone to pull it together? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're just as obsessed with celebrity chaos as we are, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because, baby, the drama is just getting started.